Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Gay Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. In our last episode, we met up with Fiona, the leader of the rogue mages, and found out that they were gonna pretty much sell out to the Vinter folks. But we were about to try to negotiate. I mean, I figured the way Art sees it, if anyone wants to help them with the breach, he should talk to them at least, negotiate with them. Even though he might disagree, but he's willing to, like, if there's a common enemy, then he's willing to at least entertain the idea. But his son did pretended to be sick and said he wants to meet me in the Chantry, which might very well be a trap. But we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, and then there's an imposter. Apparently, somehow Miss Fiona was not actually in Val Royeaux, like we were led to believe. So what's going on? I'm at a loss. It's Dorian! Yes!
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Dorian! Heck yes. Where's the sun? Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Right. Jeez. Okay. Little help here. There we go. Put up a wall here. Oh, heck yes. I need to... Oh, jeez, what's going on? Oh, yeah, right into the fire. Heck yes. Come on. Burn them. Okay, you know what? Get slowed. I can't get slowed here. Oh no. Gotta help. Gotta do this before. Shh. I love your hair, Dorian.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
Let one to Vinter in. Suddenly they're scurrying out of all the walls like roaches.
Now, I'm ever so much more handsome than a cockroach. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
I keep seeing Art, like, staring awkwardly at all the men that he considers attractive. It's so, gosh, wow. Oh, I finally found Dorian. I was waiting for Dorian to show up at some point. I was hoping he would show up sooner than later, but it's fine. Oh, jeez. Oh. I can't even, I have to do it now. I can't even wait to put his picture up. I need to put his picture up now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Dorian of House Pavas, or House Pavos. There he is up there. I've been waiting to hang him up. Oof. Woof. Yeah, the first thing on in Art's mind is probably, where's Felix?
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Huh. Is something wrong with Felix?
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
Are you a Magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium.
Okay.
I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
Did you send the note?
Are you the one who sent that note, then?
I am. Someone had to warn you after all. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
What? What? To reach Redcliffe before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself? That sounds bad.
I hope that's less dangerous than it sounds.
More.
Manipulating time itself? Many have attempted over the ages, but never once succeeded.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down.
I didn't really notice that.
Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
I'd like more proof than magical time control. Go with it.
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori. And I can tell you one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Well, I'm glad for the warning.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
Exactly, that's
For
weird.
the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
Do you have any suggestions?
You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch.
Oh, I'll be in
and
touch
Felix,
too, Dorian.
Try not to get yourself killed.
Lots of
There are
touching.
worse things than dying, Dorian.
If it goes that way. If it goes that way. Oh, but Dorian's not joining us yet. In Hushwhisper, return to the war room. Oh, I wanted Dorian to come back. Alright, well then. Dorian. Oh, I have waiting so long for him. Okay, well, looks like that's all she wrote here, so. Return to the war room. Yeah, it looks like we're done. Yeah, I'm sorry. Looks like we're done here. So, yeah, let's go back and Dorian hasn't been recruited yet, and I need to do that. Not doing anything else until I recruit Dorian, or at least not doing anything major until I recruit Dorian. He's all so close to my grasp.
Oh, demons don't scare me. I'll fight 10 at once.
Ease up, big horse.
I know, right? All this just makes my head spin.
Yeah, let's go back to the war room. Spirit in the lake. Sorry, I mentioned about Spirit in the nearby lake. Blood Lotus. The ballad is Mr. Woosley. Yeah. I'll do that later. First things first. Must get back to the hinterlands. I mean, must get back to the war room. Haven. Yep. Return to the war room. Let's do this. Approaching the mage at Redcliffe will require enough power to make a proper impression. Here we go. Whew. Okay. Alright, Frostback Mountains. I don't think Dorian's in here, right? Colin, Cassandra, Barrick, Sarah, Solus, Liliana, Vivian, and Josephine. Okay. $25 out of 60. Okay, we're good. Inventory is so good. Probably need to do all of the apothecary stuff for people. Oh, there's something new in the shop. Oh, there's something new in the weapon shop. It looks like.
Master Harry said we weren't to sell Inquisition parts.
Here we go. I'll probably have to do some crafting for Blackwall, but I'll do that off camera.
Smithing is hard work.
Oh, there's Blackwall. Oh. Hey, chat with Blackwall.
Make a look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away.
Mm-hmm.
And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
You could get closer. I was lucky.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human.
Yes.
At least you're honest.
Being upfront is better than Oxman.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important.
Right.
Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
Some worship me, I like that.
I just want to help stop the war. Try to put things back in order.
A worthy goal, one I'm happy to support. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine. They owe us some answers.
Alright. Blackwall. I've never even got into this room before. Oh. What exactly is this? Oh, it is Blackwall that I need to talk to. Okay, I was like, come on, I want to keep talking to you
I've
anyway.
heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts. If we have time, I'd like to take a look. See if there's anything we can salvage.
Sure. Let's talk about you.
I want to hear more about you.
Compared to yours, my life will seem dull indeed.
Your name Blackwall doesn't sound Orlesian. Marcher then? Ferelden?
I was from the Free Marchers originally. Markham. That was a long time ago. Another life.
I hear that many wardens were once criminals.
You're right. And when you join, your past is forgotten, so let's leave it that way.
Oh, alright, fair enough. We'll warm up. You'll learn to warm up to us.
What did you do before you became a warden?
I was a soldier, a nobody trained to wield a sword and follow orders. I grew weary of fighting other men's wars.
So you became a warden.
More or less. Becoming a Grey Warden, it's the first time I felt like I mattered. The life I led before seems hollow in comparison. Perhaps one day it will fade away.
I was gonna say, when you said it was the first time I felt like I mattered, Carver felt that same way too. I wonder if you met Carver.
Why did you join the Wardens?
Because they remember honor and sacrifice. Words that have little meaning to the rest of us. Because they lay down their lives for those they have sworn to protect.
Yeah,
We
they
all
do.
need to believe there are such men in the world. I needed to believe I could be one of them.
Alright, cool.
We can continue this discussion at another time.
Fair enough.
Very well. At your service.
Tell me about the Wardens.
Let's talk about the Grey Wardens. You must know a lot about them.
The Wardens. I'm afraid we're less exciting than we seem.
The Blight's been over for 10 years. What do Wardens do when the world's not ending?
That's a good
There
question.
is still Darkspawn. Just because we killed so many in Ferelden doesn't mean they're gone. And the world is not so peaceful that there's no use for good men with swords.
Of course.
Sometimes you have to figure out for yourself what the pledge to protect others really means. It's not always about just archdemons and blights.
Where were you during the Blight?
I
Yeah.
was in Ferelden, on my own, like always. Quietly killed my fair share of Darkspawn too.
Huh, I guess you never ran into Angelus and Alistair then.
You haven't had contact with other Wardens for a while. Why were you on your own?
It's what I've always done. Recruitment only requires one man. Besides, I've always been a loner. Works best for everyone that way.
I can see why Blackwall would be a very interesting romance.
So you have no idea where the rest of the Wardens are?
Do you find that odd? The Blight is over. We don't need an organized force. And orders don't change much from day to day. For the last 1,000 years or so, it's been just find Darkspawn, kill them, repeat as necessary.
There you go.
Let's continue this at another time.
As you wish. I'll be here if you need me. At your service.
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I expected more. More men. Better
We're
equipment.
working on it.
You may have Andraste's favor, but wars are won by men, soldiers.
Avoiding war altogether would be ideal.
True enough. Still, it never hurts to be prepared. One thing I will say about your men. They're passionate, devoted. You inspire them. Build on that foundation, and you will have an army that makes nations tremble.
Oh, nice. Lots of my advisors.
What do you think of my advisors?
Josephine's lovely, and craftier than you'd expect. The Inquisition could not have picked a better ambassador.
Is that it? You don't have anything, thoughts on Cullen or Liliana? Okay.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Sarah doesn't know who she is or what she wants. Doesn't even care.
You must have some feelings about our friends.
Sarah doesn't know who she is or
Well,
what
and
she
Sarah's the only one he
wants.
has an opinion on.
Doesn't even care.
Alright.
What do you think about all this trouble between the mages and Templars?
Looking at it from where we stand, it seems inevitable. But that could be hindsight. How many of us actually saw it coming? Either way, I don't think the Chantry will ever recover.
What do you think of Haven?
It's a war camp that was once a pilgrim's refuge. It's the state of the world, though, isn't it? Holy ground turned into a battlefield.
Yeah.
Pity about that temple. Would have been nice to see it.
What do you think of the Inquisition's cause?
Restoring order is a goal I support wholeheartedly. But that's not the end of it, is it? Not by a half. The Lady Seeker believes we are restoring the Chantry. Others say it needs reform. I don't know where you stand on the matter, and I'll admit I haven't made up my mind either.
Alright. That's enough.
We should return to our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Yeah. People keep telling me that. Alright. Kinda wanna ask Sarah what she thinks of Blackwall.
Travel safe power over the very fade itself.
And then, ask Joe about her thoughts on Blackwall too.
A scout in the hinterland saw the Herald of Andraste. Said he sealed a rift and stopped the demons.
Ooh, something's lagging. Sarah is over here? No. Sarah is over there. Barrick. Hey, Sarah.
We joined up.
Sarah,
Ready for waiting.
just a feisty one. I didn't mean anything by it. It's good to see us all coming together to serve.
What do you think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
Blackwall.
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? Like to see him out of that uniform. Not like that.
Yeah, because you don't swing that way.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
See ya, Sarah. Okay. Let's go up to Josephine, and then we got to get to the war table. There we go.
Thank you for all that you are doing.
No problem, Mother Giselle.
Apothecary Adon wanted to know when you might be able to provide the materials
Good day
he
to
needs.
you.
I asked Adon not to rush us. Demon essence is dangerous. Sorry. No, it's fine. Just tell him we'll have it for him as soon as we can.
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
Blackwall.
What do you think of Sir Blackwall?
Sir Blackwall seems as loyal to the purpose of the Inquisition as he is to the Wardens. His travels must have taken him strange places. I wish he'd speak more about them.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Alright. Now we can go back to the War Council. Ooh, looks like we've got more things on the table. Completed.
You were saying something about... Cullen?
Yes. Haven has limited space for our soldiers to train. Perhaps we could set up something over here.
The Cult of Andraste. It's incredible how many passages remained undiscovered even after the Chantry's arrival, and they scoured every inch of these mountains for years in search of anything related to the sacred ashes. The cult didn't bind all of this. It was here long before, and who knows how many years it would take to find it all. Of the new passages uncovered during the search, most were long empty or contained goods far beyond salvage. A few, however, yielded some artifacts of interest, and one evidently contains strange runes we have yet to translate. If we can find someone capable of doing so, that might prove of use. Rewards received. Life Ward Amulet. Nice. The Secrets of Andraste. Hushed Whispers. Champions of the Just. What is this one? Liliana and Josephine have been working tirelessly to convince, coerce, and win over some of Orlay's most influential houses. 10 noble families will help the Inquisition pressure the Templars into sealing the breach. Traveling to Therenfall, Redoubt, and demanding the Lord Seeker deal with them or face the wrath of Orlais. The Inquisition has promised the Herald of Andraste as its voice in these negotiations. Hushed whispers. Locate the... Commander Cullen. With the watchtowers built, we've had advance warning of demon and bandit attacks. The area is safer for both the refugees and the farmers who had fled the nearby fields. Much appreciated, sir. It's good to know that the Inquisition is willing to put in the time to help these people. Corporal Vale. I'm wondering if we actually go to those places again in the hinterlands, if we'll actually see the watchtowers built. That would be pretty cool. I'm pretty sure they did that. Okay. Locate the weapon of Teodra. Oh, it's still in process. Okay. Utilize the Grey Warden treaties. The Inquisition is in its infancy. Building an organization such as this is like building an army. You need soldiers, weapons to arm them, food to feed them, and that's just the beginning. I joined knowing I could make a difference. I have Grey Warden treaties, and these allow us to take what's needed, when needed. We do not face a blight, but surely a torn sky warrants as much concern. Consider it. Warden Blackwall. Looks like we need Cullen, or not Cullen. Looks like we might need... It's busy, so do we need... Josephine? Because she's the only one that's in progress right now. Okay, well maybe we need Josephine for that one. The ruins discovered in the mountain passage during the recent search are of a type never seen before, neither Tevinter nor Elven, and perhaps dating back to the time of Andraste herself. There are a few who might be able to translate the script, and the benefit of doing so is unknown. We have agents with magical knowledge and the means to acquire text. Let's work on this ourselves. I know of several Antivan scholars who can be discreet. They would be happy to translate the ruins for us. Let's have Leliana to do this one.
Let's see what we have.
I think I should probably end it here, guys. Thanks again. Until next time, love yourselves and love each other.